Welcome, everybody, to the Cool FM presentation of the Mcglumphy Comaduran 2025 Wrestling Tournament here in Benson, Arizona. Beautiful day on today's Friday. First round of the tournament. So far, looking good. We're seeing a lot of young wrestlers out here today. Very cool. We would like to thank SSVEC serving our community, the Morse Automotive Group. We would like to thank the ETHELL team at REALTY, BARNETT'S Towing and Propane, Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista Soap Company, Aloe Fiber. Those are the sponsors for today's wrestling meet, the duels here in Benson. So far, I absolutely love this area that we have for wrestling. Three mats on in one area, and then there's another pool, the fourth pool. I'm not really sure where that awesome bell is coming from. It's fantastic, though. So far, the score is 8-1. So far, the young man Holland from, let me pull that up a little bit. All right. And starting on mat 2 will be Catalina will be in the middle mat. So far, we're just covering this one right here. I believe this is Thatcher versus Valley Union. On the far side will be Buena. So far, these 106s fighting hard, wiry little dudes. Oh, he's got a bloody nose. So I'll be taking a little bit of a time break here. We'll reset as things get going. So we're looking at Wilcox High School in Canyon del Oro, Noland versus Clark. Noland with a 12-1 lead. Canyon del Oro putting on quite a fight here. Of course, this is one of the, he's got blood on his uniform, so I guess he kind of splattered a little bit of blood all over. They're trying to fix that. So far, so good. A big lead by Wilcox over Canyon del Oro. Bisbee and Tombstone are wrestling round 1. Also St. David and Andhra Polytechnic High School. So right now, Wilcox versus Canyon del Oro. So as Wilcox and Canyon del Oro get re-going in the third period, 12-1 so far. Been a pretty dominant performance by Wilcox. They're back on their feet. Wow. Lift and a drop. I love it. The slam. These are the first wrestling meets so far in the day. Looks like this one's going to be pretty dominant win here. This should be pretty easy. Wilcox trying to get that pin. Referee letting everybody know what's going on with the reversal or the attempt. Wilcox in the gray. Noland, the wrestler. Oh, he's got the pin in the third round. Great job by Wilcox. Young Noland doing a great job now. And we'll switch over to this mat right here. Score is 3-0 in the first round. Pool number 2 is, no entries into this one. More wrestling on the far side. 0-0 score. Score still 0-0. Trying to figure out these brackets right here. The website is a lot of fun to figure out. Well, whoever set up this website, I'm telling you, trackwrestling.com, not the best website. It's a rough one. It looks like some of the schools may be changing rooms. Score is 5-4. What the score is. Names of these wrestlers. We'd like to thank SSVEC for the sponsorship of this sports coverage right now. So far, I believe that's Benson on the far side. Score is now 9-4. So far, this is Daniel Martinez and Oliver McCray at Pima High School in Catalina. Score is 9-0. Of course, this is the Mcglumphy Comaduran Duels here for 2025 in Benson, Arizona. Score is still 9-4. Third period, 16 seconds left. The countdown is coming on. You can see the young man ready to let the referee know what's going on. All right, 2 more points. And now that score is 12-0 at the end of the period. 1 more to go. Wow, I love that move, just jamming on the back of the dude's head. Wow, 12-4 is still the score. So far, this is coming to the end of this wrestling match right here. Looks like a pretty dominant performance. I believe that is Flowing Wells over there in the purple. Score is 15-5, closing in on a pin, it looks like. It's a pin. Full points. All right, great job by that young man right there. We're moving on to some of the more local teams. Right down here, Wilcox. So far, they're in the first period, 9-3. A little bit of a penalty there, red choice. So CDO gets to choose where they're going to start from. so far, we don't have Gwen and will not be wrestling until a little bit later. Wilcox arguing a call. He's letting the ref do the talking for him. With the coach. They're going neutral. So a little bit of a stand up there. Score 9-3. Wilcox with the lead in the second period. Dropped again. Wilcox with that 12-3 lead in the second period. Minute 30 left. They stand up. Wilcox with a great defense of his legs right there. Wow, flips that around. That's a beautiful reversal there. Now the score is 15-4. 1 minute left in the second period. Wilcox is in the lead. The new lead, Sanchez. Sanchez with a win with Wilcox. Great job. Getting ready for their next match right here. Two young men taking the These kids are pumped up, ready to go.
Cool FM. Yeah, just don't let anybody else up here, okay?
That's what they told me. Don't let anybody. Well, Todd's with Cool FM too. Okay. Said don't let anybody else come up here, but they told me it was cool if I came up. So
all right.
Yeah, that was the lady right down at the front.
I'll talk to her. Thank you.
She was really nice.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Back to Wilcox versus CDO. CDO with quite the lead, 6-1 right now. CDO with a 6-1 lead in the first period. 1 minute, 12 seconds left. Nice roll. Oh my gosh, this is quite the pretzel I don't know what you do in that situation other than pray. That's a lot of fun. All right, Canyon Del Oro, quite the start to this. 10-1 in the first period. That's a lot of points for wrestling right here. CDO going to be on top here. Score is 10-1. Luke for CDO with a 10-1 over Larson with Wilcox. Whoa, golly, I'm not really sure what you call that other than painful. So far, coming to the end of the period, 14-1. Luke over Larson, CDO wrestler, doing very well right now. So David Luke versus Tyler Lawson with Wilcox. David Luke with quite the commanding lead. Tyler Lawson trying to come back. Doesn't look like that's going to work out. And that's a win for CDO. The score is 19-1 right there. Now apparently there's a lot of strategy in this. Now next up, 144 will be the weight. So Benson High School versus Rincon over in the middle. So we might switch over to that match after. Actually, we might be switching over to that match right now. So let's see who starts when. Looks like we might be covering this center, where we will have Rincon versus Benson. So far, Benson has done very well, winning each one of their matches. 6.6 points with a pin, 6 points with a pin. So Caden Arnold, Mitchell Ingram, Solomon Crawley, and Coatland Deskins have all won. Jace Myatt also won. And next up is Daniel Barejas versus Brody Peters. They have just started their match. Tie up. Minute 40 left in the first. Still no score. Oh, it's a pin. What a great match right there. So far, I'm still trying to figure out who is where exactly. So I want to say that far side is the Benson. Yeah, I believe that's Rincon and Benson on the very far mat over there. So we'll be, so far they've been dominant, but we will come back to this one until they start. This right here is Wilcox versus CDO. The score is 3-0 in the first period. We're waiting for the Benson match to start on the far side. Wilcox looking to be in the dominant position right now, even though they are down 3-2. Is that a pin right there? Wilcox with a great pin in the first round. 58 seconds left. Cook wins that one over Martinez. Cook from Wilcox. Oh my gosh, Bisbee and Tombstone have been going at it in the other gymnasium. That would have been a lot of fun to see. So far, the Tombstone versus Bisbee score is 18-12 over there. Right here we got Wilcox again. Starting 0-0 right here. Wilson for Wilcox. Let's see who the other one is. So, Duncan McIntyre versus Mark Wilson. So far McIntyre with the lead from CDO. Wilson with Wilcox. Does not look like he's going to survive this one. Holy smokes. So far, the Mcglumphy Comaduran wrestling duels here in Benson, Arizona, 2025, looking really good. A lot of great wrestlers here today. What I've been told is next week will be even better. But so far, this is what we got here in Cochise County. And that's a 2-point reversal for CDO. CDO with a 5-2 lead at the end of the first period. 5-2, of course. CDO over Wilcox. Wilcox on top, very aggressive right here. Trying to spin out. Brought right back to the ground. McIntyre versus Wilson. Wilson in the light gray, McIntyre in the darker gray. trying to break free, out of bounds. CDO down. Wilson for Wilcox on the top. Minute 15 left in the first period. So far, Wilcox with a dominant performance over CDO. Now, I've been told that there's a lot of finagling with these tournaments, so you have to figure out who you want to play. So there's a lot of strategy in who you put out in your tournaments is what I'm learning here. So some of these guys might not be their top wrestler, but it might be a backup so that they don't lose it until the next round, because you can put any of your players into whatever round of these duels you want. Wilcox still on top with 25 seconds. It has not changed at all. In the 150 weight class, McIntyre versus Wilson. Coming to the end of the period with about 10 seconds left. Score still 5-2. McIntyre from CDO with the lead on the bottom. Wilson from Wilcox on top.
On that floor, going to high school, 2 Empire High School. Please report to that floor, going to high school, 2
Have to figure out where each mat is. Because Buena High School will be coming in here pretty soon, trying to figure out where they're wrestling from. Start of the third period. The clock isn't running. So far, 5-2. CDO on top right here over Wilson at Wilcox. Found out that Buena will be taking the mat on the far side. We'll be covering that one as soon as this comes to a conclusion. So far, the score is 5-4 in the third period. Now, if the period seems a little bit long, it took about 15 or 20 seconds for them to figure out that the clock wasn't running. So these guys are running hard on fumes. 6-4, minute left in the third period. McIntyre with the lead over Wilson. Hearing a lot of cheering from the sideline. I heard a sweep the leg, Johnny, so I'm not really sure who was saying that, but looks like it's getting pretty entertaining down there. Score is 7-6. Wilcox just takes the lead over CDO. Wilson, 7. McIntyre, 6. If he can get rid of oh, and he got a reversal. Huge points right there. That means they take the 1-point lead with 15 seconds left in the period. What an incredible match right here. Very intense. That will come to the end of the period. A 1-point lead for CDO. Score 8-7. McIntyre wins his tournament or his round against Mark Wilson from Wilcox. We'll be covering Buena Wrestling as soon as it comes available. All right, now we're back to wrestling. In the first period, now it's Cook versus, let's see what the name is, Chavez. So Cook from Wilcox, Chavez from CDO. And that's a pin. CDO in the first period, first 30 seconds. Great job. And so Chavez takes the win over Cook. Chavez with CDO. Still waiting for that Buena tournament to start. So the next match, Green with Wilcox and Martini from CDO. It's always nice when you have black words on a black background. Easy to read, guys. All right. Really aggressive right here, both CDO and Wilcox. Green got pulled down, and now CDO on top. Oh my gosh, they're looking for the pin right here. CDO looking real strong. Henry Martini on top of Jacob Green. And that's a win right there. CDO with their, what is that, their fourth win of the tournament now. Wow, they have actually nearly tied the score up, if not having taken the lead. Actually, CDO, I believe, has taken the lead in overall points right now. All right, Kyra Yalson with Canyon DeLoro versus, well, still entering that one in. Yalson, oh, a win from CDO without. So the 175 wrestlers, Green versus Yoslin. So another forfeit here. It's what I believe just happened. So we're now looking at a forfeit right here. Nothing on the mat going on. So this could be the match for CDO versus Wilcox. I believe CDO has the lead right here. So giving away those points pretty much puts them behind. CDO, looks like they took a win at 2:15 right there. Oh no, they will be wrestling. That's great. CDO versus, this is a totally different group. It doesn't have a name on this one. It is CDO right there. Oh my gosh. CDO has they're big boys, a great wrestler. Big win right there. That was quick, painless. A pin right there for CDO. So we might be looking. So that's the 215 was a pin right there. Young man with the Blue Devils shirt was wrestling for Wilcox. This might be the heavyweights right here. So you got Wilcox. And CDO coming up. All right, heavyweights underway. Wilcox versus CDO. So no names for this one. No names for Wilcox versus CDO. You can see how quick Wilcox's large young man is. Getting a little bit of coaching. Wow. You can see how strong he is. Getting a lot of advice from the sideline. In the first round, the score is 0-0. CDO trying to tell him how to drop on him. Wow, oh, you almost got him with that. Trying to get on top. Wilcox super quick, gives him 3 points for the takedown. CDO with the lead. Wilcox escapes, gets 1 point versus CDO. So Wilcox is Larson, and now they don't have a name up for this one. Sorry. These are two nameless athletes from both Wilcox and CDO. CDO faking the shot on the leg. Wilcox, wow, shoots the leg, doesn't get it. Spins, and that's the end of the first round. Score 3-1. CDO with the lead. Wilcox from the down position. CDO on top. And so far, this is the Mcglumphy Comaduran duels wrestling here in Buena, Arizona. We're thoroughly enjoying this. Buena will be coming up next on the far mat. So far, we're watching Wilcox versus CDO heavyweights battle it out for the title right here. I believe CDO has the lead on points right now. Very quick big guys. Great job with the escape. So the score is now 3-2. Oh, wow. And Wilcox on top. That's a takedown. They have taken the lead 5-3 with 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, and the escape. His score is now 5-4 with 45 seconds left. Wilcox with the lead. Wilcox trying to bring him down. Score is still 5-4 in the second period for Wilcox versus CDO. Two heavyweights. This is the last match. 10 seconds left. Wilcox with a 1-point lead. CDO trying to pull off a comeback. No, that is the end right there. Score 5-4. Wilcox over CDO. Canyon del Oro. Oh, that's a third period. I guess we're getting to the third period now. Heavyweights at 285. Wilcox on top, trying to roll the big man. It's like watching a bunch of bears fight. This is interesting, for sure. Oh, wow, look at Wilcox on top. Score is still 5-4. It looks like he might have this one. He's trying to turn the guy's shoulders a little bit. Wilcox just milking the clock. 1 minute left. He's torturing this guy. When you're 285 pounds, it doesn't matter what you weigh. The other young man, oh, and that's a pin from Wilcox. Wilcox over CDO. Great match right there. And that pin really changes the points in this one. Let's see what it says. So the points get updated all the time. It's just a matter of keeping track of them. All right, so that last one, well, it still hasn't updated. But Wilcox, in that last match, did a great job of getting that last pin. Great job. All these young athletes, so much fun to see. We'd like to thank SSVEC for serving our community. We'd also like to thank the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Formerly Lawely Automotive is now serving Cochise County. Ed Morse Automotive Group Sierra Vista will be about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. We are committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop by today and experience the difference. Cochise County is now backed by Morse. We would also like to thank the Sherry ETHELL team. Proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. So next matches are setting up. I've been told Buena's on the far side, but I don't see anybody over there just yet. So we're looking. Right now, the girls are all getting warmed up out here. So that's the excitement going on. Benson seems to be doing pretty well over on the far side. Let's see what they're up to. So far, Thatcher versus Valley Union. Thatcher has just been on a tear. Great job by them. Mat 4. Let's see what Rincon versus Benson has done so far. Great wrestlers. Looks like Benson has quite a lead, but the scoring isn't updating for the higher weight classes right now for any of the athletes. So there is no score and there is no name for the larger athletes, unfortunately. And we're watching Benson versus Rincon over there on the far side. Try and zoom in as much as possible. Benson on top. Rincon struggling to get out from under them. I think they're coming to the end of their tournament, or their wrestling matches. So the lady wrestlers will all be practicing, or all be playing wrestling, in the middle mat. So women's wrestling becoming big. You can see how many students are out here wandering around, the young ladies. Girls wrestling is really taking off. From what I understand, someone was saying that is the #1 growing sport in Arizona. Girls wrestling. So we'll see how that goes. Benson on top over on the far side. Rincon trying their best not to get pinned. Score is, it looks like 10-0, Benson lead. Benson trying to stand up. Rincon trying to maintain strength. 1 point for Benson for the escape. Score is 11-0 over for Benson. Rincon doing their best to get out without losing more points. Trying to shoot the leg there. Did not work out. Benson with a great defense. Rincon trying to break free. No! Benson double leg shot right there. Nearly got him. Great defense by Rincon. Ooh, the first reversal right there. Great job by Rincon right over there. Score is 11-3 with 30 seconds left. Benson trying to escape. Very quick for a larger player. This comes to the end. Looks like this is it. 12-3 lead. Benson takes it. They move to the third period. Benson with a 12-3 lead. Shoots the leg and gets it. Rincon being aggressive, as they should be. It's the third period. They've got to do their best right now. 12-3 lead for Benson. Oh, the leg takedown. Got him with a little bit of a push. So that's 3 points right there. That's a 15-3 lead for Benson. Benson in full control, now with a 17-3 lead. They stand up. Benson needs one more point to take this, so if we can take him down. Oh, that's the point. That's it right there. "24 seconds left. Nope, that isn't it. So the score is 17-3. They didn't give him the point that would have ended that match right there. Quick takedown by Benson, trying to get the pin with 20 seconds left in the match. Benson with a 20-3 lead, and that is all. Gets the 5 points there. Great job by those young men. And that may be the end. I cannot tell. Let's see. Website just doesn't want to update. Not sure what that's all about. All right, oh, that's a forfeit right there. So Rincon getting the win right there. Sounds like the Undertaker's on his way out. This is cool. So far, the score is... Wow, Benson with a huge lead over Rincon. So far, they've won all but 3 of the matches that they've done so far. So Benson with a huge lead, but we know that's not the important part here. It's the matchups. Who wins what matchup? So we're looking to figure out who wins this one to move on to the next. Buena will be taking over on that far mat that Benson is on right now. And we may bail out of this and come back in a few minutes to get a better angle of the mat over there. So far, we'll just stick here. We'll see. A lot of people out here in the stands looking around. A lot of families, a lot of students, a lot of friends. So as you can see, the stadium is nearly packed. We'd like to thank Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Ooh, there we go. Benson is back in the heavyweight match right there. Benson versus the Riders. We'd also like to thank Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Physical therapy clinics in Bisbee and Douglas also provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. Benson with a 3-0 lead, this 280-pound wrestling match. I think we have abandoned the website. The names that we had coming up all the time are not popping up anymore, so unfortunately I'll only be able to tell you what the schools are. .30 lead for Benson. Wow, he's gonna roll him. He's a big kid. 26 seconds left in the match, or in the first period. And that's a pin. Benson gets another 6 points. Some big boys over there. You gotta hope that they play on the offensive line. And that might be all. So, we'd like to thank Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction's Mike's guarantee. On Facebook at allpropestmanagement.com.
On mat 3, Sabino High School, Douglas High School. Mat 3, Sabino High School, Douglas High School.
So mat 3 is Sabino and Douglas. So we got to figure out what mat 3 is. I believe that's the middle one. And on the far side, you can see everybody shaking hands over here. All the great sportsmanship. Fuck me, man. Ooh, that's, oh my gosh. So right now, what we're looking at, athletes practicing over on the far side. I will make an executive decision. Let's go to this one right here. And right now it's St. Augustine versus Pima High School. Some of these athletes are getting a little bit of information on what's going where and who's wrestling who. Right now, St. Augustine versus Pima as we're waiting for St. Augustine versus Pima as we are waiting for the Buena match on the far side to start is what we've been indicated. We're still trying to figure out if that's happening or not. But welcome. If you have not been tuned in, the Mcglumphy Comaduran Wrestling Duels here in Benson, Arizona. I'd like to welcome you to checking this out on Cool FM. Right now we're waiting for, oh my gosh, it's always something that happens in these wrestling matches where people can't figure out what the scoring is, but you know, that happens. We're waiting for Buena to take the mat on the far side. Tons of people out here in the crowd today on a Saturday morning waiting to get their wrestling in. If you are watching, we'd love it if you would share, like and share. Send us some love. We'd love to say hi to you. Tell us where you're watching from. That'd be cool. We appreciate all of our viewers. So this wrestling match had started and they've been trying to figure out what's going on with the computer for about 10 to 15 minutes now. So until they can get those computers up and running, I guess they can't wrestle. So we're gonna wait until, so right now the girls are all wrestling in the center. So they've been given the center mat for all the young ladies to practice before their matches come up. So that's why you see all these different athletes from all the different schools in the center. On the far side, we were told that this would be Buena, but we are waiting to figure out where they're wrestling at. Beautiful sunny day here in Benson, Arizona. Thank you for tuning in to Cool FM and their wrestling coverage. On that far mat, we're looking at a forfeit over there. And you know what? We will come back in a little bit with another broadcast. This first one, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We will come back in just a little bit. Stay tuned.